You're lying to yourself right now. Every morning, you wake up with that familiar ache, that gnawing feeling that you're capable of so much more. Yet here you are, scrolling through another video, searching for that magical piece of advice that'll finally push you over the edge. But let's be honest, you've heard it all before. The real question is, why are you still stuck? What if I told you that your biggest enemy isn't lack of motivation, or discipline, or even time? It's something far more insidious: your masterful ability to rationalize mediocrity. You've become an architect of excuses, building elaborate justifications for why now isn't the right time, or why your situation is different. Today, we're going to tear down this fortress of excuses you've built, not with recycled motivational quotes or generic advice, but with a proven framework that's helped thousands of men break free from their self-imposed limitations. This isn't just another pep talk. It's a systematic dismantling of every excuse that's keeping you average. Fair warning, what follows will make you uncomfortable. Good. That discomfort is the first crack in your excuse armor. Here's the brutal truth about your excuses: they're evolving. What started as simple procrastination has morphed into a sophisticated defense system protecting your mediocrity. You've become so good at justifying your inaction that you don't even recognize the pattern anymore. Let's dissect this disease of mediocrity. First, there's the someday syndrome. Telling yourself you'll start that business, get in shape, or learn that skill when conditions are perfect. But let me expose the lie. You've had at least 3 perfect opportunities this year alone, and you watched them pass by while crafting elaborate explanations for why you couldn't act. Then there's the comparison trap. Well, most guys my age aren't doing much better. You're right, they aren't. That's exactly why they're stuck in the same quicksand of mediocrity, slowly sinking while clutching their excuses like life preservers. Every time you benchmark yourself against average, you're choosing to stay average. But the most dangerous excuse? I'm still young, there's plenty of time. This silent killer has destroyed more potential than any external obstacle ever could. Time isn't your ally. It's a resource you're burning while convincing yourself that tomorrow will be different. Let's implement a system that will destroy your excuses at their root. The excuse audit protocol isn't just another productivity hack. It's a military-grade framework for eliminating the self-deception that's keeping you mediocre. First, we're implementing the reality mirror technique. Every time you make an excuse, you're going to document it in real time. Not in your head, but in writing. Open your Notes app right now. Create a new folder called No More Lies. Every single time you catch yourself making an excuse, you're going to log 3 things: the excuse, the real reason behind it, and the immediate action you could take instead. Here's what this looks like in practice. Instead of saying, "I'm too tired to hit the gym," you write, "Excuse, too tired." Real reason, poor sleep habits and Netflix addiction. Immediate action, do a 10-minute workout right now and adjust sleep schedule. But we're taking this deeper. The protocol demands a weekly excuse pattern analysis. Every Sunday night, review your excuse log. You'll start seeing patterns you've been blind to. Maybe you make more excuses on Wednesdays when work is stressful, or perhaps your excuses peak in the evenings when your discipline is depleted. This is where the consequence magnification step comes in. For each documented excuse, project its impact 5 years into the future. That harmless skip day at the gym? Multiply it by 52 weeks. Now you're looking at a year of lost progress. That business idea you're postponing? Calculate the potential revenue you're sacrificing every month of delay. The final component is the immediate counteraction rule. The moment you catch yourself making an excuse, you must take one small action in the opposite direction. Saying you're too busy to read? Set a timer for 5 minutes and start reading now. Claiming you're too tired to work on your side project? Open your laptop and work for just 2 minutes. This protocol isn't comfortable. It's not meant to be. It's designed to make excuse-making more painful than taking action. And that's exactly what you need right now. A system that makes growth the easier choice. Let's install a new operating system in your mind. One that automatically rejects excuses and defaults to action. This isn't about motivation. It's about rewiring your neural pathways to make discipline your natural state. The first principle is what I call the 5-second override. The moment an excuse surfaces, You have exactly 5 seconds to physically move toward your goal. Not think about it, not plan it, move. Your brain is hardwired to protect you from discomfort, and it does this by generating instant excuses. But here's the hack. Physical movement interrupts this pattern. If you're avoiding the gym, put on one shoe. If you're procrastinating on work, open one document. This isn't about completing the task. It's about breaking the excuse cycle. Next, we're implementing the reverse gap analysis. Most men look forward, comparing where they are to where they want to be. This creates a motivation gap that breeds excuses. Instead, look backward. Document every single win, no matter how small, from the past 24 hours. Did you read 1 page? That's progress. Did you do 5 push-ups? Progress. This builds what I call your evidence bank, concrete proof that you're capable of action despite excuses. Now, let's talk about the social price tag strategy. Find someone who's achieving what you want to achieve. Not a motivational speaker, but a peer. Someone close enough to your situation that your excuses sound hollow when compared to their actions. Message them right now. Tell them your goal and ask if you can check in weekly. This creates what psychologists call social accountability pressure. Suddenly, your excuses have to face external scrutiny. The final piece is the decision stack method. Every morning, make one decision that makes all other decisions easier. Want to stop making excuses about fitness? Sleep in your gym clothes. Want to build a business? Set your phone's homepage to your unfinished business plan. These environmental triggers bypass your brain's excuse-generating mechanisms. Remember, your current decision matrix was built through years of giving in to excuses. We're not just trying to change decisions. We're rebuilding the entire system that generates them. It's time to turn these concepts into a battle-tested system. The 30-Day Warrior Protocol isn't another challenge you'll quit by day 3. This is your new operating system for permanent change. Here's your exact blueprint. Day 1 starts with what I call the nuclear option. Delete every safety net that's enabling your excuses. That streaming service you binge watch? Gone. Those time-wasting apps? Deleted. That comfortable fallback plan? Burn it. We're creating an environment where taking action becomes your only option. Days 2 to 7 focus on the micro-victory chain. Each morning, identify the 3 tasks you're most likely to make excuses about. Break each one down into 5-minute segments. Can't face a 1-hour workout? Start with 5 minutes of push-ups. The key is accumulating small wins that systematically destroy your excuse patterns. Days 8 to 15 implement the pressure cooker protocol. This is where you deliberately put yourself in situations that trigger your excuse reflex. Tired? That's exactly when you hit the gym. Feeling overwhelmed? That's precisely when you work on your business plan. We're not just fighting excuses. We're actively seeking opportunities to crush them. Days 16 to 22, activate the compound excellence system. Each day, you'll stack one new positive habit on top of your existing ones. Started with morning push-ups? Add a cold shower. Mastered that? Add 30 minutes of focused work before checking your phone. Every new habit makes excuses harder to justify. Days 23 to 30 focus on what I call legacy lock-in. You'll document every excuse you've overcome, every small victory, every moment of choosing discomfort over mediocrity. This isn't just journaling. It's creating a personal evidence bank that makes future excuses impossible to believe. This protocol works because it attacks excuses from every angle: psychological, environmental, and behavioral. It's not about motivation or discipline alone. It's about systematically eliminating every escape route back to mediocrity. Imagine yourself 6 months from now, a man who executes instead of explains. The transformation isn't just in your achievements, it's in your DNA. That mental wrestling match between action and excuses? Gone. Replaced by automatic execution and ruthless follow-through. People notice it first in the small things. While others debate starting businesses, you're closing deals. When they consider lifestyle changes, you're breaking personal records. That quiet confidence from consistent action becomes your signature. But the real victory? The mental clarity. All that energy you wasted on excuses now powers real progress. Your decision-making sharpens because you're no longer lying to yourself. Each victory compounds, creating unstoppable momentum. Your relationships deepen, career accelerates, and most importantly, you finally respect the man in the mirror. This isn't motivation speak. It's the mathematical certainty of choosing excellence over excuses. Here's your mission. Start the excuse audit protocol tonight. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Tonight. Create that "No More Lies" folder and document your first excuse within 24 hours. Drop a comment below with "No more excuses" and the specific goal you've been avoiding. Come back in 30 days with your transformation story. Subscribe to join a brotherhood of men choosing excellence over comfort. Remember, every excuse you make today is a direct deposit into your mediocre future. The time for lying to yourself ends now. The era of execution begins.